Me, Ivo. That one just fell into my awareness this morning. Ivo, it has been coming to the surface, my love. You were almost there the other day. Me in the book, The Four Agreements, a book of Toltec wisdom, author Don Luis Miguel writes, nothing other people do is because of you. It is because of themselves. All people live in their own dream, in their own mind. They are in a completely different world from the one we live in. When we take something personally, we make the assumption that they know it is in our world, and we try to impose our world on their world. Even when a situation seems so personal, even if others insult you directly, it has nothing to do with you. Once at work as a temp, it was specified I needed content that met certain parameters that fit in with the project we were doing. One manager sent me content that didn't fit in with the specifications. When this manager submitted this content that didn't fit in at all, I started getting pissed off because I started to think, does she think I'm so stupid that I'm going to? And I realized that she didn't think anything about me at all. It had nothing to do with me. I was simply using the situation to fire self-judgment at myself. Probably an old behavior from my childhood. With two narcissistic parents, you're always wrong, so that's been hiding and operating in my psyche all my life. This was while I was still working, but starting to have Kundalini awaken. I can thank Ascension for bringing it to the surface. Yes, all those aches and pains and sturmundrang everyone is going through now, we're eliminating painful old habits like this, so be thankful for your stormy ascension process. There are huge rewards in store for you for going through it. I seriously doubt that this person was sitting there conniving a scheme to put this past me, that she would think me so inattentive that I'd put it through for her without considering the rules. I doubt it. She probably forgot the rules. Or maybe she doesn't care about the rules. I'd worked with enough boundary violators. It wasn't about me, specifically. It was her behavior. She didn't sit there and say, I think Sharon is really stupid and I can put this one over on her, but somehow my mind thinks that way. And I know I'm not the only one. So Ivo, what say you? Ivo, my dear, this is the perspective of a child. Me, thanks. Ivo, it is. You just grew up realizing this now. The child is in a one-on-one relationship with the mother and father, and they must decide what the reality of life is through this relationship. Because you were severely abused, you always came from a one-down perspective, that of, they must think I am stupid, or they must not love me, or they must not want me. This is the initial perspective you learned to bounce your self-worth off of, as you might say. It did not fare well, suffice it to say. The fact that your parents used their children as comparisons for their own worth meant that you were always told you were stupid. Their egos needed to feel superior to those around them, and who better to influence to behave the way they wanted but their children? Many in your society think that way. This is the matrix ego at work. Pitting your self-worth against others' behavior is folly, my love. And it is the cause of many clashes. When you create circumstances in your life where others must behave or your self-esteem will suffer, you create precarious circumstances for relationship with others. The fact is, your ego does not know your self-worth anyway. Your soul does this, in fact, as an ego game. Most people now are not telling you who you are. The parent's job is to help to define the child, yes. A better way would be to let the child tell you who they are. My love, if somebody tried to tell you who you are, you would not take it lightly. For much part, you already know and appreciate yourself. Me, no, I wouldn't. Ivo, but in fact your mind is still behaving as a child would, using others to mirror from. This is negative mirroring. The fact is, you would need no mirror if you were a whole person, self-loving. But you need a mirror to help you ferret out these dysfunctional patterns, and this woman was such to you, as were others. Thank them for their help. This is Love in Action. See our video. Me, so here I've been, all my life, looking at the way people treat me, thinking, he must think I'm that SOB, I'm going to show him, and then the person wonders why I'm so angry with them when they did nothing. It was my mind that told me, my ego. Ivo, yes. Do not worry about what others think of you. Do not worry about when they compliment you, or when they insult you. It does not matter. What you think of yourself is the only thing that matters. and to watch for any reaction when they do either compliment or insult you. And yes, the ego must be dealt with. The road to authenticity is fraught with ego distortions that must be cleared out. And so this has been for you. It saved you becoming angry when you realized this woman did not know about you, nor did she even care about you. She cares about her work. She does what she does. She may not care for the rules, but then that does not matter. Me, so what about the case when, last year, I was in Starbucks, and I heard the fashion police in my head via telepathy say, "Oh, she shouldn't wear that." I have my own particular style of dress that many may not agree with. There are certain items of clothing I've dispensed with and haven't been to a hairdresser in eons. I cut my own hair and wear it up. Ivo, yes, and you are still so gorgeous to me. Me, I think I'm gorgeous anyway, Ivo, but thank you. See, what you say does matter to me, but I have no trouble accepting that compliment, because I've always liked my appearance, no matter how I dress. Well, this lady apparently didn't. Ivo, and is she you? Me, no, Ivo, then she should mind her own business and work on being a better version of herself than working at being better than you. Because that was her ego. You did not care about what she said because you accept your appearance. But you have been called stupid many times by your narcissistic parents, and this still has not healed, so you assume people think you are stupid at times. This reflects back to you. You also call stupid what is really a boundary issue. It has nothing to do with stupidity such as today's case. This was part of your reaction to your parents as well. Do they think I am so stupid that was often your response to your parents' control over you? So you are well conditioned to think that way. You have had much practice. You in fact did have poor boundaries for much of your life, which you did rectify, to your credit. Me, yes. I did. But we don't have to personalize even what others say about us. Ivo, you must look at the way you react to what they say about you. If there is no reaction, there is no wound. Yes, in your head I hear the old children's taunt, I know you are, but what am I? That you children would assert at other children, who thought to insult you take your energy. If they called you stupid or ugly, you would say, I know you are, but what am I? Arguably this can still be used as adults. However, in this case, you made an assumption of how she felt about you, and I might add, my dear, the problem is your boundaries are extending into her head. Leave them within your own head. You have heard, what others think of me is none of my business, and this is true. So try to stay out of their heads. Yes, more difficult when you are psychic and can hear their thoughts, such as the fashion police. The lesson to be learned here is, have you ever questioned anyone else's physical appearance? The answer would be yes, so you can connect with other fashion police, as they do likewise to you. Me, I know. Who cares how others look? It's their own business. How they look is a representation of who they are, and how they feel, one appears, can be an indicator of who they are. You can sometimes judge some books by their covers, my dear. You judge appearances for the sake of your own safety, or to avoid being hit on, which you detest. However, as of late, when you are out in public you take little notice of others around you, and this is because you are not afraid of people, like you used to be, and you realize that looking at them connects you to their energy immediately, and you wish to avoid this. You simply let them go about their business, and you go about yours. You trust that if there is a situation, that you will deal with it appropriately. Me, yes. I do. Ivo, and this is about boundaries as well, because if you do not have any, you cannot trust yourself to respond with self-care. As for that transaction, you were about to give your energy away to the woman, who you felt thought you were so stupid she could sneak that report past you. You're an energy giver. Your parents, two world-class energy vampires, taught you to give away your energy in relationships with others, which has left you exhausted and angry. Taking the one-down position in a transaction defender is giving away energy. Taking the one-up position in a transaction aggressor is taking energy. Holding one's boundaries and not making incorrect assumptions is keeping one's energy. So if you were to have read the report and decided, no, this is against the project rules, and had not gone into the does she think I am so stupid, if you had simply said, no, send it back to her, you would have been keeping your energy and acting from integrity. To go into what kind of fool does she think I am is losing energy giving it to her. If she had in fact been attempting to take your energy through that transaction, she may have approached you with a manipulative message asking you to break the rules for her sake, because she thinks you are so wonderful, and she really needs this report to go as. That is energy taking. If you give in, you have given her energy. If you say no, you keep your own energy. Do not feed the vampires. Me, what if we came to a compromise? Or what if she tried to manipulate me and I said no without going into a disempowering dialogue of why, loads of explaining or loads of responses to her assertions that I'm not nice or unsympathetic or the B word. Lol Ivo, then you both keep your own energy. Simply repeating no is holding your power. Me, yes, that's what they teach in assertiveness lessons too. Ivo, and it is about holding your energy against those who would seek to take it. Giving your energy away to a cause you think worthwhile is fine, and you do this in the physical as well. Giving it to somebody who seeks to disempower you, no, you have spent your entire lifetime learning to become empowered, thanks to your parents. When you hold no rancor, it is because you have healed or understand there is a divine purpose to this disempowerment. See our other videos clearing out ancestral karma, love in action. Me, thank you Ivo. Ivo, my love, as always.